Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Jewel, and if you are new here, hey, hit that subscribe button. So I have not done a video like this before, but I am really inspired by Lynette. She does like budget with me's, and she also has this system where she writes out all of her, like everything that she's spent, so that she has to acknowledge it, and that has been like a really helpful journal prompt-ish for me, although I never want to actually do it because I don't like facing the numbers. Anywho, I figured that it would be inspiring, or at least helpful, to record myself doing this so that you can get motivated to do it as well. So whether you're watching this video at the beginning of a month, the end of a month, the middle of the month, there's never a better time than right now to assess your finances, get your life together, and really acknowledge like how much money is going out versus how much money is coming in, how much money you're saving, how much money you're investing, and your overall net worth. So I have a few different things that I like to do whenever I assess my finances, like tonight. And the first thing is I like to calculate my net worth. So I write down every single place that I have money and I add everything together. Then I look at my credit card bill and I subtract that from the amount of cash flow that I have. That's like my net worth. I don't calculate debt yet because I still am in my grace period for student loans, so I am not having to pay on that just yet. And I also don't want to deduct that from my net worth because then I would be in the negatives. However, I like to stay on the more positive side, which is how much overall cash I have and how much money to expect. Also, eventually I want to get to the point where I can predict how much money I'm going to spend and how much I should be spending. I definitely have a few things up my sleeve that I want to be saving money for, so this is also kind of motivating for me to get my life together and save money. The first thing I like to do is get out my journal. I love this 3 subject journal that I have from Target. I'll try to link one down below. Sometimes they sell out just because they are so freaking awesome. And then I'm going to use the bullet journal section just because it has lines for me to follow. And I'm going to start with today's date so that I know this timestamp of how much money I have. And now I like to go and add up all of my money. So I add my savings to my checking. I've got money in Venmo, PayPal, Robinhood, cash. So that's my totals, and then minus my credit card bill. So first off, I've got my computer over here so that I can whip up all my different bank accounts. First, I'm going to go to my main bank and look at my savings and my checking account. Also, just so you can see, this is my little setup. Now I'm gonna go to PayPal, see how much money I have there. And then see my Venmo is on my phone. Robinhood. Obviously my Robinhood is not accessible cash at the moment. I would have to withdraw it from my investments, and that's just not going to happen in my opinion. And then my cash, and then I've got my credit card. I really hate opening my credit card account because so what I do is I spend all of my money on a credit card, and that way I'm building my credit and I'm also getting reward points. So every credit card I've ever had, there's some type of incentive for the money that I spend. So the way I see it is if I'm going to spend that money regardless because I'm going to live, then I might as well be getting points for it. So in the past, I've had the Discover card, And the Discover card had cashback points that I could use at certain places. So I ended up making like $200 back on that card from the money I was already spending over the amount of time that I spent it. And I was able to use that money on Amazon. And I got like free stuff from Amazon. It was so cool. And so now I have the Amazon Chase card, and all of my money that I spend on this card turns into reward points on the actual Amazon app. And that's just convenient for someone like me because I do spend so much money on Amazon that I might as well get like money back there. So it's really nice, and then it also gives me a higher percentage of cash back on, oh, sorry, I saw my bill. It gives me a higher percentage of cash back when I purchase on Amazon with my Amazon card as well. So I wouldn't say just open the card to use it on Amazon if it's not strategically like what you're using for everything to make money back on Amazon, if that makes sense. I hate that for me. My credit card bill is a lot of money, so. And we're not even all the way through the month. So then the cash. Alright, you guys, now I get my grand total of all of my like assets. Alright, you guys. I'm in the positives. So things are going well right now. I definitely would love to see myself spend less money, but I also just like live the type of lifestyle where I don't spend any money that's not essential, like whether it's an actual essential for living or if it's an essential for feeling alive. So I definitely always believe like my money on food can go to food because I would rather like eat something that I genuinely want or that's healthier for me than to not eat to save money or to like eat something that doesn't light me up like against my will, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anywho, that's just how I've always been. And then I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I'll buy clothes for myself like once every few months because I am fortunate enough to get clothes through brand deals. And then I don't like splurge on anything that's like not an investment in my life, if that makes sense. So recently I've spent like more money towards my room just because I wanted like a new bed frame, a new dresser, new organization, and I think those things are definitely affordable in the way that I'm glad I allowed myself to buy them. Now, however, I'm going to write down what I've spent this month so far. So this is going to be a spending log. So now what I do is I go to my credit card, since that's where I spend like all of my money, and I'm going to pull up the spend report, and then I go all the way to the beginning of the month. So for me, I write the date on the left, and then in the middle I write what it was. So I went horseback riding. Well, I haven't actually gone yet, but I paid for it. And then the cost. So then I put, realizing how annoying it is to like write all these different things makes you really like not want to spend money, you know? Okay, I've officially written down everything that I spent on my credit card this month, which honestly, it's not that bad in my opinion. Like, let's see. 1, 2. I've done 33 purchases on my credit card in the past 19 days, which honestly is fair, in my opinion. So, add it all up. So now I've got to see how much money I have brought in this month, now that I've seen how much I've actually spent this month. And also, this doesn't count my cash purchases or my Venmo purchases. I just don't even keep up with that. Venmo is not real money to me. I definitely count it in my cash flow, but like I don't keep up with the money I spend there, so don't be like me, kids. And then I also don't keep up with like my cash flow, like how much money I spend in cash, because cash is also not real to me. Like if I spend cash on it, it's like it never happened. So anywho, what I like about my Chase credit card, not sponsored you guys, is it shows me like what my money was spent on. Like it shows me a pie chart of what I spend the most money on. And to no surprise, I spend the most money on shopping, like Amazon and Target, all the stuff I bought for my room. That's obviously going to go there. I also bought a cowboy hat this month, which was very spontaneous. My next highest purchases are food. Like I said, I think food comes above all else. So I did indeed spend the next most amount of money on food. Right after that is gifts, and then right after that is gas. Gifts, gas, and food. Really just out here taking my money. Now, like we were saying, back to figuring out how much money I have made this month. So I'm gonna go back to my bank account and look at how much money I've made from my job. I do have a full-time job and I make money. I make money. I get paid twice a month, so there's that. I also make some money from YouTube and brand deals and photography. So I also sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace yesterday, so like I've just got random income. Okay, so this month I have made, I made more money than I spent, so that's great. Nothing hurts my heart more than when I spend more money than I make. And there's days like that, and there's months like that. Alright, so in August, so far, today is August 19th, and I have spent I've spent $1,043 on my credit card. Which is like the main purchases that count anyway. And yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys how much I made just because that's a little too personal for now, but stay tuned because I probably will tell you guys eventually. I hope that this video inspired you to get your life together and figure out your finances. I know I definitely needed to do that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!